Hey, how y'all doing? Crickey Joe here, back on the Idaho map. Just got done eating dinner with the family. It's a Saturday night, and I am full and happy. Hopefully I won't burp. Well, we had the greasy burgers tonight. And, let's see, since the last episode, as you noticed that the last, 5 episodes had no voice recordings, and I had, I think it was Craft Farms, asked why no voice anymore, and I think in the first episode of this series I explained that on the weeknights when I get home from work, I get home pretty late and everyone's sleeping, so I do not do voice recordings during the week so that I won't wake anyone up. And since it's the weekend and everybody's up and it's early, I do voice recording on the weekends. So, since the last time, I finished seeding field 7 with barley and 10 with barley, since we do have 2 barley great demands coming up in a few days. The canola field number 8, which we're on right now, is ready, and field 35 and 36, which are what? Is that barley or sugar beet? I think that's barley. No. I'm partially colorblind, so sometimes it's hard for me to tell. Definitely wheat on 36, and 35 to me looks like maybe sugar beets, so I don't know what that is yet. So what else we got going on? Oh, I did on field 16, which is grass over here by the livestock farm, I did buy a case 1370, which is a newer mod from FSUK. I did get a 1370, and one of the in-game front mowers I just put on the back. Didn't want to spend too much money on a mower yet, so that is what is going on. And for some reason, maybe a mod conflict or something, my F1 key will not remove the help menu. And it does that sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. So we're going to have to live with the help menu this round. So let me go over to this case 1370. Not a bad set of tractors. Comes with the case 1370 and the case 1570. So as you can see, I have a little front mower on the back just to mow this field. So let me reload. This is field 16. And that is 2.7 meters. And I started on the southeast corner going north. Not need to return to the first point, generate the course, and I'm just going to leave him at 14 miles per hour. So he should take off and continue mowing this large grass field. And it is a fairly large grass field. It goes all the way over there to the road. And then right over here by the farm. So I set up course on this field just to mow it and windrow it. I think I'm just going to windrow the grass this cutting and bring the forage wagon over and pick that up and get the animals set up for grass. And we can start getting some beef cattle and some pigs going, get some up here for the sheep, take some down to the dairy. I don't think, does this one have water mod? Yes, it does. So we'll have to also do wheat and water for the chickens and water for the sheep, cows, pigs, and cows. So I did sell the wheat at the Budweiser brewery off screen to get a little bit of money for this tractor and mower. So basically the inside of this tractor, very basic, and these types of tractors were tractors that I would have seen on some of the farms around here when I was a young kid, in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s when I was a kid. So I know these models. Pretty basic, pretty simple. Not a bad mod though. And I was worried that it might not work with horseplay like the International 86 series. And I did, on the older cases, the 1030 pack, I did take the delete the lanes Lua file out of those to try to get the withering off the wheels to maybe use those, but then it wouldn't let me buy it at the store. It would say that there was no available space, so I just deleted those mods out because I never really used them because they had wither wheels and never really used them. My uncle and my grandpa used to have some of those older cases. So, just letting this guy go to town on that. What else do we have going on? I don't think we have anything else going on other than canola harvest and mowing grass. I do need to get some potatoes or sugar beets up to the beef, cattle, and pigs. But I don't have a lot of money, and my tipper is currently being used here. So that's all I have going on at the moment. Now I know that I set the ES limiter on this combine to 40%, and it went up to what, 6 miles per hour, but now it's still at 40%. It's still hovering between 4 and 5 miles per hour, as if I never upped the ante on the speed limiter. So I'm just going to let him do his thing. And let's see what else. And I know you guys saw that I got the John Deere 8440 four-wheel drive tractor, which is also from the 70s, early 80s, from my era of farming. I think the sound is not the greatest, and you know, the textures aren't the greatest, but I like this tractor because it reminds me of when I was a kid, so I'll probably keep it. And I did download from FSUK let me get to it. Where are they? The Massey Ferguson 1200 and 1250, because on our farm we had the Massey Ferguson 1805, and these look very similar, and I think probably that one looks more like the one we had. I mean, this one's smaller, yes, but we had an 1805 on our farm with a Caterpillar engine in it, and I think we used a 30-foot disc behind it, which I don't know what that would be in meters off the top of my head. But so basically we don't have a lot going on right now. Did I buy anything else? There's the corn header, the seeder, and fertilizer spreader. Oh, I did buy a fuel tank too for the pickup. That way when we run low we can just run around instead of driving every vehicle to gas tanks all over the map. We can just drive to the vehicle. I got the header trailer for the John Deere, I think you saw that, and I left the header on it and unhooked the truck, but then the header kind of slides off if you leave it on there, so it's on the combine, of course, cutting canola. I don't think there's anything in this shed. Oop, we're going to get hit by the door right through us. I don't think I have anything parked in here. No, let me just open these doors though. Walk through it. Where's the end? Here we are. That one open. And get that one open. Okay, and I want to go up to this farm. I want to jump out and see what that field is. If it's sugar beets or barley or what. I think that's a pass-through fence. Should be able to go back here. I think there's a big wheat field, and then this one looks to be barley. Okay, so we got wheat and barley at this farm that still needs to be cut, which we don't have enough money for a second combine yet. And this is a big old field though, field 36 I think. So I definitely want to get second combine. I really want to get the John Deere 670i. I like that one, it works well. I have the 680 also with the duals. I downloaded a John Deere 690i mod the other day and I tested it out today, just to see on my other save game of this map, but I was not impressed with that version of the 690, so I haven't found a good 690 one yet. But I haven't dug too deep and haven't looked too hard yet, so let's see. And I'm trying to remember, how do we figure out which one is cows and which one is sheep? Does it give us any indication in here? So I guess we just jump over that. Can I jump through the wall? No. Got like screens here. I don't see any indication on these buildings of whether they're cows or sheep. So I guess we'll just have to drop stuff in it and see what shows up. And this is our chicken area. I haven't bought any animals yet. Can we go in that? Some maps you can go inside there and the eggs are collected inside. I do have the placeables, but for some reason, that must be a mod or something that I have installed. Let me just try this. Okay, where am I? Let's go this way. That must be the edge. Well, I bet it we're right over here. That's probably the wheat field. Is it? No. I have no idea where we're at. Let's see. Okay, this way is to the second farm. Over the mountain. Or hill. That'd be a mountain in Kansas. A hill other places. Okay. This should be our guy mowing here. Yeah, he's still mowing. But let's see, where's the chicken coop area? Where did we just... Over here. Right here. And I don't think... Where's the main entrance to this area? I don't think they have a walkthrough area. I can't place any placeables right now, even the in-game placeables. So I'm thinking I must have a mod installed that does not allow that. But I can still look around the map this way, which is fine. Go back over to the main farm. Wherever that is. What's that? That's still the biogas? Yeah, we gotta go this way. And probably right over where would that be? This way somewhere. That is a house. That is, no, that's town. Well, you can kind of look at town here. There's like a garden center. That's where you sell there. Mobile gas station. We can kind of take a little tour. There's the mobile gas station there on the right side, and then we have the boot and saddle place over here. McDonald's on the right. The tractor supply company here on the right where the dealer is. What else? I think that's the grocery store where you sell eggs. The tractor supply continues here with the repair shop, and then you're out of town. And there's a trampoline we can jump on. Haven't really looked around like this before. There's a boot and saddle. We got fertilizer in the back there. And I noticed this the other day. There's like a big fountain area with a big gazelle-looking creature. And must be a restaurant there or something. Outdoor dining. And then there's a car wash here that actually works if you have washable mods. You can drive through there and wash your vehicles. And then there's a little motel like you see in the Midwest. I'm sure you see them other places too. There's a baseball diamond. Town hall right there, or courthouse or something. And north of town, we go up this way. I don't know if I showed you guys. I didn't give you guys a tour, so I'll do it this way. There's the dairy. Then here is the Budweiser brewery, which has wheat and barley drop-off points. Back this way is the sugar mill place. I think they call it the sugar mill. And then this way is the train station right along this area, along this road. And that's good enough. Okay, so, whoa! What the heck? Oh yeah. Get out of here. So here we have, this farm, we have the shed there for storing vehicles, and then I don't know if I showed you guys the sheep area has the wool pallet collector. I probably showed you that already because I'm forgetful. And, oh yeah, and sugar beets and potato storage also separate on this farm from the other. And this barn straight ahead, I believe, is where we dump. If I'm thinking right, I think this is where we dump our grain. One of these areas. Is it in here? Is it inside the barn? I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. And there should be a pickup point. No, we dump here, and I think we pick up inside the barn, or something along those lines. And then we have another stave silo, which I'm guessing will also give us silage after we fill it. And maybe we don't load in here. I'm not real sure. I'll have to figure that out when the time comes. So anyway, let's get back to what we're doing. Let's check on our combine. He's at 55%. So this field number, what is this, field 8 I think, is not quite as big as 7. 7, the barley is starting to grow on it. And let me check on our mower. Continuing. So what I may do then is get my windrower started at a slow speed. And I hate this help menu being in the way. Okay, let's load up the limits for field 16, and that will be field work, and that is an 8.2, southeast corner, going north, do not return, generate course, and since our mower is so small, we're going to lower this guy's speed down maybe 5 miles per hour. I don't like really going that slow, but we don't want him to catch up too quickly. So we start him at the first point. We may do a little snaky, swervy thing here just to get in line, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so we'll just keep him going slow. Hopefully our mower can keep ahead of him. So what I may do, we need to pick up grass at the other farm. And we only have a 4-wheel drive tractor sitting here, so I'm not going to use him to do grass foraging. So I may have to take out a loan, which I don't want to do, but let's see what we want to buy for another tractor. Let's see, we have a John Deere, well, we have a John Deere, we have a Ford, we have a Case, and we have 2 John Deeres actually. And I do not want to use a 4-wheel drive Massey Ferguson for the forage wagon. Let's see here. And with that forage wagon, it's decent size. We're going to have to go with something halfway large. Maybe the JCB, which I like that tractor. also like the John Deere 7930, and it's a little bit less than the JCB, and it still has 250 horsepower, a little bit smaller tractor. We already have two John Deeres, so I think we'll go for the JCB. So let's take out a loan. We need a total of 112. So that's enough to get us a tractor. Let's go to 175,000 and we'll just do that. So let's purchase the JCB. Where are you? There you are. And we need to get the weight that goes with it. JCB front weight. There. So we're down to just under $12,000. And let's go over to the shop. Okay, back this up. I think it's a pretty fast tractor too, if I remember right. I've played around with it a little bit, but I've never actually used it in a series. So let's get in the cab and we'll drive this guy back to the farm ourselves, and we'll get the forage wagon picked up and take it over to the livestock farm. Never seen a real-life JCB tractor. Don't even know where they're made. This guy's probably going to turn left right in front of me. No? Level 3 is only set at 76%, so this is not even as fast as this guy will go. And this is going already, you know, 33, 34, 35 miles per hour. I think this thing goes up to like 50 miles per hour or something like that, 45. Some kind of crazy speed. Forage wagon is straight ahead. I think everything else is using horseplay right now, so should not be needing our help. I'm not one of those guys that can talk and concentrate on what I'm doing at the same time, so alright, I think we can go, just go out the front gate. Get this bad boy over to the grass field. It's a nice looking tractor. It's kind of strange how the cab looks very small on it and forward quite a bit. I don't know. Don't know about the JCB company. It is a nice mod though. It's got a lot of nice clean lines and nice textures. And it has a jump seat. And there's a car. Let's overtake that guy. Now I'm gonna go ahead and speed up my ESL limiter just to see how fast this thing goes. Let's just get it up to 100%. Lower 40s. I think maybe the course play limits it. I don't know. I never set it down because I never really have used it that much. I did test it out on course play on this map, or not this map, but on the other save game the other day. Since I have never used it, decided I like it. I'm going to include it in here somewhere. So I slow down to speed level 2 goes from 100% down to 39%. We need to speed him up. Oop, if I could do this while let's get him at 50% level. Sorry, I'm having my hamburger come back up. What's over here? Oh, that's like a pond or something. Little pond. A rest stop. That's cool. Okay, I don't think this is the right direction. Let's turn this bad boy around. I think the farm's back up this way, isn't it? Yes, it is. Whoop. So let us... I think we can go over here. I think there's a road between these fields. I may be wrong. Maybe not. Okay, we're driving on the field. We gotta get over there. Sorry, whoever's land this is. Yeah, that's a big old field too. Alright, where the heck are we? Here we go. This is the road I was thinking of. Maybe. Am I pointed in the right direction? No. Well, yeah, this will get us there. That's our barley field right there. And our wheat field straight ahead. And there's our farm. Okay, now I know where we're at. Got our windrower going there, and I think the mower's staying ahead of him. Get this little bit here on the corner, and we'll go back around. Yeah, we got some of it anyway. Never said I was the best driver. Alright. Alright. Man, that's a loud tractor. You hear it all the way over here. Mainly I want to get a little bit of grass picked up so I can go find out which shed or which barn is for cows and which one is for pigs. Just so we know. Get a couple rows here and then we'll go find out. John Deere swather, self-propelled swather that I like, but it doesn't work with horseplay. It does work with the GPS mod, but when I set it up to automatically turn, it works fine. It continues, going as long as I stay with the vehicle. And I haven't played around with the GPS mod enough to know if I'm doing something wrong or if I can do something different to have it continue to work while I'm not with it. So if anybody knows how that GPS mod works exactly, as far as setting up a vehicle to do what you want it to, and then tabbing to another vehicle and having it continue to do its work. Alright, let's run over to these two sheds. I think we should be able to just pull in here, I hope. And dump some grass if we fit. It's pretty narrow. Now, I know grass is accepted here somewhere. We have to buy them? Maybe we have to buy them. Let's see. We do. So let's buy a pig and a beef. And this is the beef. Okay, so we need to buy some more beef. Let's get 10 beef and 10 pigs to start. That brings us down to 8,000. So give them a little bit of grass, and they actually move. Hi, little calves. We'll be back, don't worry. Sorry we took you from your mothers. Your virtual mothers, that is. Alright, so let's go over here to what should be the pig shed. And I'm going to guess, I'm not sure, but I'm going to guess that we'll have to actually muck these two buildings out. So that'll give us another chore, which we need chores because we're kind of starting out, we're kind of having not much to do. So, okay, so let's give the... Oh, there's a pig rolling around over there. That's interesting. They look like statues, but I saw one rolling around. Oh, there's one. Is he going to roll around? You gonna roll? Hey, pig, roll. Hey, talking to you. Oh, there's some over there doing it. Look at that. Alright, well, you can tell how much I've actually done the pig and beef mod. There goes another one. Alright, so there we have... Oh, sheep. Sheep are going to need some too. Where are the sheep? I think they're back this way. Sheep are going to need some grass. Because sheep like grass. You betcha they like grass. Okay, I think I can just dump it in here. It's not. There's no grass. Yeah, it is right there. Okay, so we still have a little over 7,000. I haven't bought any sheep yet, and I'm not going to at the moment. I think we have a beef great demand coming up in a couple days, but I don't want to spend too much money on them right now. But I don't even have a transport trailer yet. And I think the transport trailer that I do have is the Joskin one. I don't know how many that holds. I've never used it, never tried it. So that'll be new this series for me. Learning experience, I'm sure. Alright, so that's grass and hay there. So we should be able to dump this. Should I attempt to do this in cab? Why not? Okay, that didn't work out too swell. It wasn't too swift, was it? Yeah, I never said I was the best. Alright, we'll dump the rest in there, because I think that shows up at both farms, if I'm not mistaken. But I may be. I've been known to make mistakes. I remember I made this one mistake. I was wrong once, but I found out I was right. I was wrong about being right. Never mind. Okay, so we picked up 2 rows of grass. And we'll just park this JCB right over here for now because we don't want to get caught up too quickly. So, yeah, that's what the mowed grass area looks like. Looks like actual dirt with some cartoon grass. So, looks like real dirt with cartoon grass, basically. Okay. So, we've got a guy mowing here. It's getting almost done. And then we've got a guy windrowing here at a slow 4 to 5 miles per hour, which is fine because we don't want him to get too close. He might catch up actually, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. And then we have a combine cutting canola on field number 8, and he is not far from, well, he's about halfway. He's probably about halfway or so. And then we have our Ford 8630 power shift unloading him. So that's what we've got going on this fine Saturday. So I think we'll end it there, and tomorrow, Sunday, I will be doing another recording, and I will see you all next time. Adios.